Saluti, man. Saluti took everything. Saluti we threw yourself all in. And Owen as well. Owen used literally everything he had, wiped out, to do Saluti.
You know, when we're seeing this video, we're thinking you guys are ballers. You know, at that time, because you're seeing every video, it's a cut on TV, you're thinking...
Exactly, because, video after video, song after song, it was just Sakata. And, Saluti, man. Saluti, yani, everything. So, that's the time now we went, sat down with Film Studio. Told Film Studio, if you support us in this, we'll pay, but give us a discounted price. If you support us, all our work, we'll bring it here.
The next year after that, Tobina Madness, ulibeba awards zote tena. In fact, this time it became irritating. I think you even decided to quit Groove after that, and you gave out your awards.
Let me tell you the truth. That was one of the toughest years of my career. People don't understand.
Why?
Because I've worked so hard, and the success imekuja imenipiga pap. So I was like, what is my next step? Because every time the next step ilikuwa nipata kanisa chukua the next step. But this time the hype may catch up na mimi.
We are waiting.
So hype catch up na mimi, I don't know how to make the next step. Nika panic. So I did Saluti, which was very strategic, but it was more of out of the panic I was going through.
But boss, you maliza us again still with Saluti.
Yes,
but it was out of fear.
It was out of fear. People don't understand that part. Because the fear was, am I too much?
Yes, you are.
You get my point, eh? And if I'm too much, should I stop? If you're very keen, you'll notice in Saluti, I just did the chorus.
Yeah.
I didn't do any verse.
And that's, you see, it's so funny. Let me tell you, I promise you guys are watching this and they're laughing. Because for them, they're thinking, they're thinking this girl was so strategic. Now,
it was a panic.
They don't know it was out of fear.
I was like, God help me.
But this time you haven't removed tattoo?
Not yet.
Also, Saluti was next after Tobina.
Yes, Saluti was after Mamas.
Wow. Yes, because even at that Groove Awards, you had all of the ladies.
Yes. And Mamas at that time, MTV wants to play my songs, but they can't play Saluti.
Yes.
They want more pop songs, more upbeat. They were calling me, they're like, do collabos with other artists from other parts of Africa. But gospel was nowhere. It was only in Kenya. We did research with the MTV guys. Yeah. We called South Africa, we called Nigeria, there was nowhere.
Gospel, the
there
kind
was
of
no
gospel.
Urban gospel.
Yeah. Somebody who could merge with you properly.
No one. At that time, there was no one.
What?
So I'm like, my next move is to go to Africa.
But Africa is not ready.
Africa is not ready.
And then alone.
The songs that MTV wants, I can't do them because now they were trying to take me back to those days of one day.
Oh, I get.
And for me, I'm like, I'm just from there. I don't want to go back there.
Wow.
So I'm torn in between. I don't know what to do.
Wow. You know, I'm so glad we filmed this Playhouse. Nobody knows this.
So, if you ask analysts, people who know Kenyan music, they'll tell you, oh, dadana hapo ulala. Hapo ungeenda. Because at that time, I was at the same level with Kina Diamond, Kina Sakodie. We were together, we came back together with them.
And you were the only one who had won?
Yes.
So you didn't even come back together, you came back solidified.
Yes.
Africa.
Yes.
Is ready.
And we were friends back in Kina J. Martins, Kina Pisque, all of these guys at that time. I had the same respect. They respected me to the same level.
So you, what is your, was it faith? Is here where faith comes in?
That's where faith comes in. Because, that's what I'm telling you, everything that I used to do, it was planned. So I was just following the plan. But here, the hype may catch up. I'm calculating what is my next move. And the hype in a song, what's my next move? So I'm competing with the hype. And that's where, if you're not very careful, you'll go with the hype and forget now the faith.
Because the hype is ready.
Yes.
And the hype
was
is easy.
right.
And the hype was easy for you to do.
Yeah. It is so easy because
To do one day, you did that 2 albums, an album ago.
anytime at that moment, just release anything. Owen will support it. At that time, everyone was like, Owen, just release anything. We'll love it. We'll scream. We'll dance.
God,
We'll give you shows.
this is insane.
The hype, it may come, and the money. Because I remember after MTV Mamas is when now I was given the Airtel endorsement. Because Airtel were the ones who were the main sponsors for MTV.
Yeah.
So they were like, every winner should get an endorsement in their country. So I got the endorsement. Now,
And it's
in millions.
It's millions. Yes,
Now in millions.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
It's not
millions.
even 1 million, it's in millions. Now, I'm in a position whereby I'm young, millions lie in my account, the hype is there, I can do those videos that MTV want, but there's no song to it. The song they want me to do can't work at home.
You guy, you're stressing me. You can't make this up.
You get? So you're like, should I go back to those urban things? I'm like, I don't want to go back there.
Is it that you didn't want to go back, or you didn't feel it was the right, your heart was telling you no?
My heart was telling me no, because I know how every time I remember the deep, I'm like, I can't do that mistake again. I'm just from there. I don't want to go back there.
So you are like, it's Kenya that took me here.
Yes.
I
the
don't need to-
church,
I
not
don't-
even Kenya, the church.
that took me here.
Yes.
I'm not
And
selling
the church
out.
right now, they earn those Saluti,
Yeah,
Kerero.
I get.
You understand?
I
They want
get.
sing-alongs.
But
Because if you listen to all those songs at that moment, there was no English song.
I get.
And then the songs were too local. Hakukuwa na ngoma unasema it is an urban song or popish or
Yes.
no. They were too local. They were just local songs. The songs that I used to go to nafanya zile Citizen Media Tour.
Yes.
Citizen walikuwa nafanya na shows zingine, walikuwa nafanya tour around the country. Men, you travel from one town to another town, the crowd inawafuata mbio. When you reach Eldamaravine like this, they are waiting. Those days, you're going to a Citizen caravan. It was not a joke. When they hear that Owen is coming, they wait like this. Paka the truck haina space ya kupaka. Yeah. Ask Kinatuva, that time Kinatuva walikuwa wameanza.
This is insane.
Yeah. So, like, I'm torn in between.
That must have been hard.
Yeah, it was really
because
hard.
one here, there's a level of money,
Yes.
success, Africa fame,
Yes.
and the next level of what
Yes.
everybody's like, hey,
Yes.
boss, next level. Including
Yes.
the gospel industry.
Yes.
Or Owen, Kwaheri.
Yes.
It was real.
Yes. So I'm torn in between. Should I make this move? Should I stick to what I know? Should I pause and wait? And I think that's where I made a mistake.
So for you, Saluti was a mistake.
No, after Saluti,
No, because first you did Saluti.
Yes.
After Saluti,
after Saluti,
first and foremost, let's start with Saluti, because I'm not going to pass over Saluti like Saluti wasn't.
no, Saluti was big.
Saluti, and then Saluti, you didn't tell anybody,
Wow,
didn't do anything. We just woke up one day, beat of the week.
Saluti was big because
A
Saluti
video that you shot across the country.
Saluti, I think the concept of the video was the concept of the song and the concept of the video. Because I remember even when we were in the studio recording the song, all these ladies were like, "What? How did he come up with this song? How did he even think about it? How did he even?" And for me, I was like, I wanted to do a song that is the Owen song, but I don't want to be all over the song. You get it?
That's funny.
So, when I wrote the chorus, I told RK, I want us to pick ladies across the country.
You guy, you thought. Owen,
And that lineup, we made it with RK.
both of you in the studio together.
Yes. So we just called them ladies, they came, and everyone executed, man.
Yeah. Let's talk about now this Saluti.
Yes. So Saluti, here is Daddy Owen. Now, who introduced me to Daddy Owen years ago? Like before I even went to college? Peter Kaberere. Yeah, so Kabs was my friend. This guy was my friend for real. And he was my friend so much so that I appeared as a dancer on their music video.
Which one?
Don't go look for it, Esther.
Okay, just tell me which one. I want to put a cutaway.
Umeokoka, ndio.
Serious?
You won't recognize me, let's just say. Even if you look for it,
I
you
know
won't
that
recognize
video,
me. I was
it's
super
like-
chubby, pararad, like it was just, but I was there, my heart and soul was there. So,
And though you said you didn't used to dance, but you appeared as a dancer.
I danced that video. So, Kaberere had introduced me to Daddy Owen around that time. Daddy Owen, was like, mimi to Daddy Owen nataka tufanye song. I was like, who is this guy? Like, no, I don't feel like, what do you mean we record a song? Like, it was still such a foreign thing. I was happy singing at Parklands Baptist at that time. And
at that time.
Yeah, it was
the time of Umeokoka.
Yes.
That's when Daddy Owen was working on his first album.
Yes.
Ajalishi.
Yes, it was those days. It's those days. It's not as polished as he is now. We appreciate how far the Lord has brought him. So, so I've met him, and they're introducing me to yet another different world. I'm sort of very reluctant, not sure, not fully understanding it. He ended up doing that song, the song that he wanted us to do. He ended up doing with a beautiful singer called Sheila Kanja. And the song was Yesu Ndiye Mwokozi Wangu. That song, yeah?
Boy, you're an OG. And I mean it in a good way. Like, you've been in the industry for a while. That's one of the Dion's first songs.
Yes. So I was there, but I was not there. I was there saying no, like they said no to your interview.
So that was supposed to be you on the chorus.
Yes. So but we didn't work on it. So he got Sheila, and he continued to do other songs. So now we fast forward to all these years have gone, Daddy Owen resurfaces again in my life. And he resurfaced in a very smart way because he came through somebody who was my friend and I respected and I'd worked with, called Robert Kamanzi.
Hold on, what had you done with RK?
So RK on Nishikilia produced, I have a chorus of medleys, a medley of choruses called Nimkimbilie Nani. RK produced that. I had also done a lot of BVs for people in RK studio. So RK calls me and tells me, here's a project. Daddy Owen is like, yeah, I want you guys, I'm thinking of you, Esther Wahome, Emi Koske, all these people, Masha Mapenzi, and then I got to meet at that time Caroline and Jackie Kotira. And this time I said yes. Yeah, I was in a different headspace, I also wanted the opportunity. So I said yes, and we did this thing. What was interesting about doing Saluti, I remember going to studio because we were given the track that had the chorus that Daddy Owen had sung, and then also RK said, Kambua, you'll start this bar to this bar is yours. Go and write, Esther, then you'll follow the. So I went and I wrote my verse, and we met in studio.
All of you guys together? Or just you?
Some of us.
Okay.
Some of us. I think others came at different times. But I remember being in studio with Esther. And what was so crazy was when RK said, okay, sing, let me hear what you have. And I sang. Esther goes like, I have the very same thing in Kikuyu. It was the same. We literally say the same thing in a different language. And it was not planned or anything. And just the chemistry between all of us was so amazing. We didn't all get to meet until the very end. There's that last shot where we are like on the streets of Nairobi.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys dropped first of all, foremost it's vocals.
Yes.
So you record the thing.
Yes.
You're happy.
Yes.
At this time, are you like, oh my God, this is going to be a big song? Could you tell?
Not to the extent that it became.
Okay. Or you're just like, oh, this is a nice song. I
really
enjoyed
like, it's a nice song. This is a good project.
So then now Daddy Owen calls and says, guys, I'm doing a video.
Yes. And he was very, Owen was very, he used to know where he wants to go with his project. So it's not for slicking. He's like, okay, we finished the song, imeisha, sasa to shoot video. He's like, Kambua, we're taking you to Magadi. I'm like, oh, okay.
I remember you introduced me to Masha Mapenzi on that video.
Everyone executed. And it was amazing. And now, after that, I decided
Don't also mention the video.
The video now, it was a long process because I had to travel to all these regions doing the video. It was very expensive, I did the video. Very, very expensive. Considering it was 2010, I think. Yeah, it was 2010. But it was very expensive. Remember, at that time, it costed me more than 500,000.
Then.
But
But that's also good. You've really done some good, well taken care of a budget.
Yes.
Because you shot everywhere.
And you see, the budget by them mostly was on logistics. Yeah, because taking these ladies there, accommodating them, transport, now the crew, and all these things. It was very expensive. Very expensive.
You get that's insane.
Yeah, that was 2010. It was about between 500 to 700,000.
I got the worst sunburn of my life. Let me just say this. But we went to Magadi with Sakata, the ones who were shooting the video, and we shot it and came back. Then the other people, it took a while to get other people to go to Coast, Kericho, and they did all of.
So now it's the day for all of you to shoot together.
Yeah, so we get together and we shoot the video, and Owen releases the song.
This is Daddy Owen.